Well, hey, good morning. I am back. I hope that's good news for you, and I know it's good news for me. I'm delighted to be back and looking forward to being back in church and worship with you tomorrow morning. In fact, don't forget we will have one service tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And then we'll gather together and break bread for lunch. And so I hope you will make plans to come and be with us tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And for those that don't know, I was away for about a month, I think about 31 days on renewal leave. And that's a little bit different than vacation. In fact, some of the things that I did on my renewal leave, as I said, prior to my departure, that this was a time for me to reset. And so I read, I think probably 5, maybe even 6 books. I took, 4 or 5 classes, online classes. I redid my office. I built a desk and put some bookshelves in and things along those lines. And what else? I feel like there's a ton of things that I was doing. Let's see. I read. I took some classes, refurnished the office, and I built a house. Just to say, a little in that process. And then Jackie and I had a chance to go to Denver and be engaged in a marriage intensive. So it was a very active 30 days. One of the things I definitely learned about myself over this time is I don't do very well at relaxing. I am apparently a person who just likes to keep going and keep doing things. So maybe that'll be something I work on next time in that process. But I'm delighted and excited to be back and looking forward to be in worship tomorrow. I'm going to make this kind of short because in a few minutes I will be logging on for our virtual annual conference where we will be voting on 46 churches that are choosing to disaffiliate in that process. But I did want to let you know that if you are inclined, we will be gathering today at 6:30 for a time of prayer. So we would love for you to come and be a part of that. If you weren't sure if we were meeting, we are meeting, and then we'll meet next Saturday morning for our prayer walk here in the community. I'm going to be beginning a new sermon series about faith, and tomorrow the real perspective of that is what happens when our faith gets hit in the face with reality. So we're going to talk about what is faith and how do we live out our faith in the midst of reality. So I hope you'll come and be a part of that. Bring a friend. This is a good time for folks to come and learn about faith and how to live that out. I also want to let you know that my plan is to start Wednesday evening a 12-week Bible study about experiencing God. You've heard me talk about this idea of knowing and doing God's will. And to know and do God's will really means to exercise being in God's presence. It means to hear from God. And sometimes it's easier said than done. And so I want to walk you through a curriculum that I've used many times by Henry Blackaby called Experiencing God. And so I haven't had a chance to check in with Brenda to see if folks have signed up for that. But my intention is to offer that on Wednesday, starting this coming Wednesday, unless they're folks just aren't able or didn't sign up for it, and then we'll postpone that class. And speaking of Brenda, I want to say thank you to the staff. I know that they worked hard throughout the month of July, meeting needs and keeping things going. And a special thank you to Manu, to Pastor Phyllis, to Pastor Tim, and to Ruth for the work that they did in preparing and delivering messages. And I know that they were well received by the congregation, and they were truly a blessing to you. And so again, I'm looking forward to being with you tomorrow. I hope you're doing well, and just remember, God loves you, and that you matter to God, and we are all invited to be in God's presence every moment of every day. Take care. God bless. See you tomorrow.